History is full of surprises. We think we know the past, but some facts are so shocking they sound like fiction. Today, we're diving into 10 history facts that will blow your mind. Stay tuned because number 1 will completely change how you see history. Fact number 10, Napoleon wasn't that short. We've all heard it, Napoleon Bonaparte was a tiny, angry man, but guess what? That's a myth. Napoleon was actually 5 feet 6 inches to 5 feet 7 inches, which was average height for his time. The rumor started because the French measured height differently, and his enemies exaggerated the story to make him seem weak. In reality, he was a military genius who conquered half of Europe. Fact number 9. The Great Fire of London killed almost no one. The Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed over 13,000 houses and 87 churches, but here's the shocking part. Only 6 people were recorded as dead. That's right, 6. Some historians think the real number was higher, but official records barely mention casualties. Meanwhile, the fire wiped out the bubonic plague, which had been devastating the city. So in a weird twist, this disaster actually saved lives. Fact number 8. The Eiffel Tower was supposed to be temporary. Today, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most famous landmarks in the world, but did you know it was meant to be torn down? It was built for the 1889 World's Fair, and Parisians hated it. Artists even called it a disgrace. The only reason it's still here? The military realized it was useful for radio signals, and now it's a global icon. Fact number 7. The first submarine attack was in 1776. When you think of submarines in war, you probably imagine World War II, but the first ever submarine attack happened way back in 1776 during the American Revolution. A one-man sub called the Turtle tried to attach a bomb to a British warship. It failed, but it was way ahead of its time. Just imagine being the first person to try that underwater. Fact number 6. The CIA tried to spy on the Kremlin with cats. This one is wild. During the Cold War, the CIA came up with Operation Acoustic Kitty. Their plan? Implant a microphone inside a cat and use it to spy on the Soviet Kremlin. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. The first spy cat was released for a mission and got hit by a taxi immediately. Millions of dollars down the drain. Maybe just stick to human spies next time, right? Fact number 5. The oldest Yo Mama joke is over 3,500 years old. Insults are nothing new. People have been roasting each other for centuries. The oldest recorded joke about someone's mom comes from Babylon, around 1500 BC. It's written on a clay tablet, and while the exact translation is unclear, the tradition of Yo Mama jokes is ancient. Some things never change. Fact number 4. People in the 1800s thought mummies had magic powers. In the 19th century, people believed mummies had mystical healing powers, so they ground them into powder and ate them. That's right, mummy powder was sold as medicine. Even worse. Victorians hosted unwrapping parties where they'd open mummies for fun. What would ancient Egyptians think about that? Fact number 3. Ancient Romans had central heating. We like to think of ancient times as primitive, but Romans were way ahead of their time. They had heated floors, indoor plumbing, and even public restrooms. Their hypocaust system pumped hot air under floors, just like modern central heating. Some Roman baths even had automatic doors 2,000 years ago. Fact number 2. A war lasted 335 years, but had no fighting. Ever heard of the 335 Years' War? Probably not, because it was the longest war with 0 battles. It started in 1651 between the Netherlands and the Isles of Scilly off England's coast. Then everyone forgot about it. No one signed a peace treaty until 1986. Imagine realizing you've been at war for centuries without knowing. Fact number 1. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than the pyramids. This fact blows people's minds. Cleopatra, the famous Egyptian queen, lived closer in time to the moon landing, 1969, than to the building of the Great Pyramid, circa 2560 BC. That's because the pyramids were already ancient in her time by over 2,000 years. History feels so much shorter when you put it like that. And there you have it. 10 history facts that completely change how you see the past. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you love crazy history facts, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. See you next time.